Welcome to Hilary Emmanuel Ministries, where faith meets power, purity and prosperity, and breakthroughs are born. At Diadem, we equip you with bold prayers, life-transforming teachings, and spiritual strategies to overcome every challenge life throws your way. Join us as we dive into God's Word, experience His presence like never before, and walk in His purpose for our lives. If you're in London, we invite you to fellowship with us in person at Diadem, 4 Pegamoid Road, N18 2NG. Don't forget to subscribe now and let's grow in faith together.
When today is the 6th day, isn't it? The 6th day of the 6th month. When I was preparing for the new moon prayer for this month, and I was asking the Father about the month of June. I said, what does the month of June hold? What is in the month of June? What should we expect in the month of June? And as I was asking the Father, he said something to me. He said that June is the chief of the months. So, the chief of the months, what is peculiar about June? So I now told the Father, I say, I have never heard that before, that June is the chief of the months. And I told him, I said, why is the 6th month the chief of the months? What is special about the 6th month? And the understanding the Father gave me, brethren, is what I want to share with you today. And that's why today I'm talking to you on what I call the mystery of 6th day, month, and year. The mystery of 6th day, month, and year. Anything 6 is a mystery. Anything 6. And I want you to listen very carefully, because I believe you have something to learn from this. Genesis chapter 1. Let's go back to the very beginning. How it all started. Genesis chapter 1. Look at verse 26. From Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, God started creating things. He started creating the light. He started creating day and night. He started creating the stars and a lot of things. He started creating all those from day 1. And verse 26, and God said, let us make man in our image. That's us, human beings. See, let us create human beings. And our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, because already he has created the fish of the sea, created all the plants, created all the animals, they are older than us. All these animals, plants, trees, they are all older than us. We are the youngest. So he now said, let us create man, so that we have dominion over fish of the sea, over fowl of the air, over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him. Male and female created he them. 28. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, every tree in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Verse 30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. Verse 31. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was good. And the evening and the morning were what? The 6th day. That's our birthday. That's the birthday of man. That's the birthday of human being. Why didn't God create us in the first day? Why didn't he create us the second day? Why did he wait till the 6th day to create man? It's because of the significance of this number 6. The significance of the number 6. So the 6th day is our rebirth day. The number 6 is the number of man. The 6th day is the day of creation. So, brethren, if you now begin to look at yourself, God created man the 6th day, isn't it? And everything was fine. Later, he came back and saw that man, something is missing in man. He didn't see anything missing in animals. He didn't see anything missing in birds and trees and all those other things. But he saw something was seriously missing in man. He said man was lonely. Man was alone. So he had to go back again to work on that 6th day. to redo something he did on that sixth day, to revisit everything he did on the sixth day. And he created woman. So what are we saying? Is the day of creation, the sixth day. So if there's anything, brethren, that is missing in your life, if there's anything you are desiring God to create, the sixth month is the month to pray that prayer. The sixth day is the day to pray that prayer. And say, Lord, you have created me perfect. But look, I am alone. Look, this is missing in my life. Money is missing. Health is missing. Blessing is missing. I want you to create it and make me perfect. So you can see that 6 is a very serious. Man was created on the sixth day. Do you know the mystery of all these things, brethren? When you use the calculation of God, when you say 6, you can always count 60. You count also 600. You count also 6,000. You count also 6 million and 6 billion and so on and on like that. The more you increase, indicate the strength and the power of it. The strength and the power of it. Do you know man was created on the sixth day? Do you know the first world was destroyed on the sixth day? Genesis chapter 7. Genesis chapter 7. Look at verse 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, he waited until Noah was what? 600 years before the judgment came. And do you know the life of Noah was not ordinary life? Do you know that? Those of us that read the book of Joshua, you know, when he was born, there was something strange about him. To the point they had to go and call Enoch, who was already gone. They had to consult Enoch and say, this child they gave birth to is strange. We've never seen a child like this before. What do you think was strange? The whole earth was black. He was born albino. So he was the only person that was totally strange, completely strange. Adam and all the generation until that time were all black. Until they gave birth to that albino child. So they were surprised and shocked that this child is strange. They have to consult the dead person, the person that is gone to heaven, Enoch. And Enoch told them it's a normal child. And that's why you see, when he started to have children, he gave birth to light-skinned children. That's why you have white people today. It's from albino. And the only person that now became black was the grandson, Canaan. And that's why he caused that one, even though that one did not do anything. But that's not the direction of our message today. So you see, Noah, God waited until Noah was 600 years old. He didn't do it when he was 500. He didn't wait until he was 700. When he was exactly 600 years old. Because that is the year, the birthday of man. And that is the time for judgment. So in the 600 years of life of Noah, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day where all the fountains of the great deep broken up and the windows of heaven were opened. And that's how the flood that destroyed the earth came and wiped out man. So 6 is the number of man. So when you see it 6 years, so that's why those who are 6 years old, you have prayer to pray at the age of 6. By the time you reach 60, there's a prayer you have to pray at the age of 60. By the time you reach 66, there's a prayer to pray at that age also. By the time you reach 600, there's a prayer also you have to pray at that age. So 6 is a very serious number. Revelation chapter 13. Revelation 13. Look at verse 18. Revelation 13 verse 18. The Lord, the angel was giving John the beloved message from heaven. And look at the language of the Bible, brethren. Look at the language the Bible used. He say, here is what? Which means what I'm going to tell you now is a wisdom of God. It's a knowledge from heaven. It's a thing not known to any man. He say, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding. So you need wisdom and you need understanding, and that's what we are dealing with today. That's what God is revealing to us today. He said, let he that has understanding of these things count. What is he going to count? The number of the beast. Let me not go that direction. Let me focus on this so that I don't distract you too much. The beast here refers to the Antichrist. Refer to the Antichrist. And he says that the Antichrist, he was talking about the Antichrist. He said the number of the Antichrist is not going to be one image that will jump down from heaven. They use all this language, Antichrist, beast, and all these things. He said, but let those who have wisdom count the number. Do you know God operates by number? He used number. That's why you see dreams. Sometimes you see numbers in the dream. You see 1, you see 2, you see all kinds of numbers in the dream. They are all messages. They have meanings. He said you should count the number of the beast, for it is the number of what? He says the number of a man. And what is the number? 600, 3 score, and that's perfect 6. 666. He says the number, which means that the beast we are talking about is going to be a human being. It's a man that is going to be the Antichrist. That is going to be the beast. It's not going to be one demon or one evil spirit that will jump down. No. It's going to be a what? Human being. And it's going to stay here on earth and operate like any other human being. Exodus chapter 16. Exodus 16. Look at verse 2. Look at verse 2. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. Why were they murmuring? And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full. For you have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Because what happened was that when they departed from Egypt, they left in hurry. Nothing. They crossed the Red Sea. No food, no provision. So they were going how many days? No food. So hunger now set in. Hunger can turn man's brain. Those who have experienced it are laughing. So when hunger set in, they started to remember. What did they remember first? The food they ate in Egypt. They remember that one. They say, we remember how we do pepper soup, full pot, and the pot of flesh. And we're eating that one. And so they were missing all those things. Verse 4. Then said the Lord unto Moses. God was not angry for murmuring, because they were complaining about legitimate things. You have to give them food. So God said to Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you. And the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. He said, don't worry, I will send them food from heaven. I will cook their food and send it to them. Verse 5. And it came to pass that on the 6th day, are you following? They shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. There is a portion they have to gather every day. They are not allowed to gather more than that portion. So that God does not like wastage. God does not like wastage. So he said, gather this measure. Measure it. As soon as that measurement is full, it's enough for you. And those who gather it, it will satisfy everybody. So he said that on the 6th day, they should gather double. Now look at verse 13. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up, and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness, there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoar frost on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, it is manna, for they did not know what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which the Lord has given to you to eat. Verse 16. This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. He said, listen now, how to operate this food. Gather of it every man according to his eating. An omer for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tent. Verse 17. And the children of Israel did so, and gathered, some more, some less. And when they did measure it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to their eating. 19. And Moses said, let no man live of it till morning. Make sure you don't leave it in the morning. Finish it. Anyone you collect, finish it. Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left it until the morning, and worms started coming out of it. And it started to stink. And Moses was very angry with them. Verse 21. And they gathered it every morning. So it became a morning ritual. Every morning you have to go and collect the one you will eat for that day and bring home. So they gathered it every morning, and every man according to his eating. And when the sun was hot, it will melt. Now look at verse 22. This is what? Daily provision from heaven. Daily provision from heaven. Do you know we have daily provision? The Bible says we should glorify God, who daily loaded us with benefits. So there's daily provision for the children of God from heaven. So now look at verse 22. And it came to pass that on the 6th day, they gathered twice. On the 6th day, you are allowed to gather double blessing. On the 6th day, you are allowed double blessing. You can pray for double blessing. Like today now, the 6th day of the 6th month, throughout this month, you can pray for double blessing. Because it's the 6th month. And that's what the Father was telling me. He says that is the chief of the months. It's the month my children can get double. It's the month my children can get what they didn't receive before. It's the chief month. Now look at what. So they gathered twice. 2 omers for one man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. Verse 29. They say, see for that the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore, he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. So in the 6th day, in the 6th month, in the 6th year, God gives you twice the blessing of 1 day. Twice the blessing of 1 month or 1 week or 1 year. He said, abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So you can see how God operates. You can see the mystery of the 6th day and the 6th month and the 6th year. Leviticus 25. Leviticus 25. And this is the law. This is the law of God to Moses, to the children of Israel. Is the law. Leviticus 25. Look at verse 17. Ye shall not therefore oppress one another. He said, don't oppress one another. But thou shalt fear thy God, for I am the Lord your God. Verse 18. Wherefore ye shall do my statutes and keep my judgments and do them, and ye shall dwell in the land in safety. Verse 19. And the land, take note now, he said, if you obey me, you keep my laws, you do what I tell you to do, he says you will dwell in the land in safety. Nothing will trouble you. And look at the result, what will be happening to the land. This one will be happening by itself because God has commanded it to be so. Verse 19, he says, and the land shall yield her fruit, and ye shall eat your fill, and dwell therein in safety. Say the land will be feeding you. Verse 20, and if you shall say, what shall we eat the 7th year? Because already there is a commandment that on the 7th year is a year of Sabbath. They should not do anything throughout. They should rest. They should not even cultivate the land. They should allow the land to rest for the 7th year. If you cultivate the land for 6 years, the 7th year you allow it to rest. Don't do anything on that land. It's the year of the Sabbath. Now, he said they are now asking question. What will happen to us? What shall we eat the 7th year? He said, behold, we shall not sow nor gather in our increase. Look at the answer the Lord gave them in verse 21. He said, then I will command my blessing upon you in what? In the 6th year. And what will happen? The land will now bring forth fruit for how many years? Do you see the mystery of the 6th year? The mystery of 6. That is a year, is a month, is a day. You can begin to tell the Lord, let this day bring forth the blessing of 3 years, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months for me. Let this month give me the blessing of 3 months to get that one this month. So that is the mystery of the 6th month. And if you understand this, you will know how to do a lot of things. You will know how to pray. You will know how to get what others are not privileged to. And that's why in the Revelation he said something. He said, this is wisdom. Oh. It's wisdom. And you need knowledge to understand it. You need knowledge to be able to key into it. And that's the knowledge the Lord is giving us today. Ezekiel chapter 8, look at verse 1. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 1. And it came to pass in what? In the 6th year. In the 6th month. Why did God wait for always 6th year, 6th month before he started doing something? Because that's the birthday of man. It's the year of man. It's the month of man. It's the day of man. So he waited for the 6th year. He waited for the 6th month. In the 5th day of the month, as I sat in my house, Ezekiel was just sitting in his house, and the elders of Judah sat before me, that the hand of the Lord fell there upon me. They were just sitting, in his house. And the hand of God just came heavily upon Ezekiel. Verse 2. Then I beheld, and lo, a likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loin even downward, fire, and from the loin even upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. He said, I just saw this figure just appeared. And it describes, he says, it's full of fire. Verse 3. And he put forth the form of an hand, and took me by the lock of my head. He said, he just stretched his hand and grabbed my head. And the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven and brought me in the vision of God to Jerusalem. Right there, he was sitting with people on the 6th, listen, brethren, the 6th day, the 6th month, the 6th year is when you experience extraordinary things. It's when you experience the visitation of God, the touch of God that is not common to man. Can you imagine you are in your house chatting with your family? Suddenly, somebody just appeared. You don't know, you can't see the person, only the fire and everything. And he grabbed your hair. And you went straight into the Spirit and found yourself in Jerusalem. And you appeared in Jerusalem. He brought him straight to the door of the inner gate that looked towards the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoked to jealousy. What was going on here, brethren? Back, remember Ezekiel was in Babylon. He was in captivity when this was happening. So back in Jerusalem, back at home, some people were doing some terrible abomination in the temple. They were practicing occultism and all kinds of idolatry inside the temple of God in Jerusalem. And God wanted to take action. God wanted to punish them. God wanted to deal with them. And he waited until the birthday of man. He waited until the day of man. The number of man was complete. And he came. He wanted to show Ezekiel that, come and see what they are doing in my house. Come and see what they are doing. And he took him in that vision and brought him to that place where there was image of jealousy, verse 4. And behold, the glory of the God of Israel was there, according to the vision that I saw in the plain. Then said he unto me, Son of man. Why did he call him Son of Man? Because he's dealing with man. He's not happy with man. Man has been provoking him. And so he brought Ezekiel and said, these are your people. These are your men like you. So he wanted man to intervene. He wanted Ezekiel to do something. Brethren, God's dealing with us goes according to some spiritual calculation. That's why sometimes you'll be praying for some things, crying for some things. God will tell you, it's not yet time. To us, we can't understand what does that mean. What stopped you from blessing me now? But there's always a calculation in the spiritual realm for everything. There's always a calculation. So he now brought him to that place, verse 5, and said unto me, he said, lift up now towards the north. So I lifted up my eyes and the way towards the north, and behold, not toward the gate of the altar in the image of jealousy at the entry. And he began to show Ezekiel everything they are doing in the temple. He started to reveal everything to him. And that was when he now decided to depart from the temple. God couldn't depart like that. He couldn't just pack his load and go without bringing man to be a witness. Why? He came into that temple through covenant. He came into that temple through special arrangement with man. So if he was going to depart, he had to also let man know he's going. And the reason for his departure. Are you following me? Follow me. Oh. Haggai chapter 1. Look at verse 1. In the 2nd year of Darius the king. This was the case of Daniel. And all of that minor prophets that were there at that time. In the 2nd year of Darius the king, in the what? In the 6th month. God waited also for the 6th month. Anything that concerns man, that relates to the issue of man, welfare of man, judgment of man, punishment of man, blessing of man, God will always do it in the 6th day, 6th month, 6th year. So he waited until the 6th month. In the 1st day of the month came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua the son of Josedek, the high priest, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, these people say, the time is not come, the time that the Lord's house should be built, because they were procrastinating. Cyrus was the one that was supposed to build that temple. This is how the dragon and Cyrus died. Now another person, Darius, has come now, the 2nd year, and they are not able to build it. And God was not happy. And God had to come on the 6th month. He said, is this how man operates? Is this how man behaves? This is a thing that have gone by prophecy how many years before you were even born. The time now has come and you are not doing anything. Some of them are saying the time is not yet to build the house of the Lord. Then came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your own sealed houses, and let this house lie waste? He said, oh, in your own house, you seal your own house, you beautify your own house, but the house of God is lying waste. Now therefore, thus said the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. He said, because for what you are doing, look at the consequence. You have sown much. You say you plant a lot, you labor a lot, and you bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe ye, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Say that people are collecting salary, and they are putting it in a bag that has hole. Who created the hole in those bags? It's God. Say, why was this happening to them? Verse 7, thus said the Lord of hosts, consider your way, go up to the mountain, and bring wood, and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, said the Lord. You look for much. You say you are looking for much. I know I heard you crying and praying for blessing. And lo, it came to little. And when you brought it home, I did do what? I blew upon it, even the little. See, I'm the one doing it, putting hole in the pocket. He said, why? He now asks the question. Said the Lord, because of my house that is waste, and you run every man to your own house. Say, you neglect my house, you neglect my things, and you take care of your own things. Say, this is the root cause of the trouble. Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. And the Lord did not bring this type of judgment or this type of pronouncement upon them until the 6th day, the 6th month. Mark chapter 15. This was the Lord Jesus. Mark chapter 15. Look at verse 33. A lot of things have been happening. And finally, Jesus has been arrested. And Jesus has been crucified. And everybody was waiting. And then verse 33. And when the what? The 6th hour was come. When the 6th hour, everything that did not happen, they waited until the 6th hour. There was then darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. And at the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which is being interpreted by God, why hast thou forsaken me? 6th hour. A lot of things happen in the 6th hour, in the 6th day, in the 6th month, in the 6th week. Anything 6 is very serious. Luke chapter 1. Luke chapter 1. Look at verse 24. And after those days, his wife Elizabeth conceived and hid herself 5 months, saying, and in the 6th, verse 26, and in the 6th month, the angel, you see, the person, Elizabeth, was pregnant for 5 months. The angel didn't come when she was 5 months. The angel didn't come when she was 3 months, when she was 2 months, and so on. The angel waited until 6th month. The angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David. The virgin's name was Mary. Verse 28. And the angel came in unto her and said, Hail, thou art highly favored. The Lord is with you. Do you know that 6th month is when the angel Gabriel operates more? It's the month he carries blessing and good tidings. So he said, thou art highly favored. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled at this saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be. And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. Why was it the 6th month after the conception of John? Because that's still the birthday of man. That's the birthday of man. And John was coming to say something about Jesus. That's the whole essence of John coming. To be the forerunner, to introduce him to the world. And it was just 6 months separating them. 6 months. He said, he shall bring forth a son and call his name Jesus. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David. So you now see, brethren, the importance of the number 6. The seriousness of the number 6. And today is the 6th day of the 6th month. And I believe that you have something you need. As for me, I need double and triple blessings. That one, the Lord said that he will command in the 6th year that it will give you 3 years supply at once. Give you 2 years blessing in 1 year. That is the prayer we are going to pray now. Let's close our eyes. And let's begin to talk to the Lord. You are going to tell the Lord, my God and my Father, I thank you for wisdom. And I thank you for knowledge. And I thank you for understanding. In the mighty name of Jesus. Father, I bless your name. I worship you, my Father.
Thank you for watching. If this message blessed you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to join our growing community of faith. You've just listened to the sermon, but there are powerful prayers that follow. Due to social media rules and guidelines, the prayers have been removed from this video. However, you can access the full prayers and more life-changing resources by visiting www.pastorhillary.org or downloading our app, Diadem Media. If you're in the London area, we'd love to have you fellowship with us in person at 4 Pegamoid Road, N18 2NG. If you have any questions about this message, want counseling from Pastor Hillary, or wish to share your testimonies following the prayers, please leave a comment below and someone from our team will get in touch. Until next time, may God bless you abundantly and guide you in all your ways. Stay victorious.